Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your May mid-month reading. I hope you all are doing well. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. It helps my channel grow. I'd greatly appreciate it. So this is going to be a little bit different than the your monthly reading. So what I'm going to do is pull 5 cards. Card number 1 is going to be your current energy. Card number 2 is your challenge. Card number 3 is your personal and spiritual message. Card number 4 is your advice, and card number 5 is overall energy for mid-month of May. Spirit, give me guidance for Pisces for mid-month of May. I'm going to pull 2 tea leaf fortune cards and the soul's journey lesson card for you. Here we go. So in your current energy, we have the high priestess. Card number 2 is your challenge. Card number 3 is your personal and spiritual message. Card number 4 is the Emperor. And card number 5, overall energy, is the Three of Pentacles. I mean, holy moly, with all the major arcanas, right? All right, so I have pre-shuffled these. I'm just picking one. Your first card is Chair Empty. Someone is leaving your life. So you can keep that in mind. For some of you, that may resonate. Ooh, that popped out. So I'm going to take that one. Fair women, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Doesn't matter. Could be male or female. We're just going to leave that here. So there's your 2 for that. Let's see what you have for your soul's journey lessons card. What do you have for Pisces for the mid-month of May, Spirit, please and thank you. We have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity it presents. So we will put that right there. All right. So, in your current energy, you have the high priestess. Some of you could definitely be getting some really strong intuitive hits at the moment, as the high priestess is intuitive, right? It's also about listening to your gut and believing, don't ignore your intuition, right? The things that you feel deep inside. Some of you may need to keep some things to yourself. I am getting that side message. But again, it's more about really trusting your intuition is what I'm getting, especially if there's something you're just not 100% sure about, right? And trust your inner knowing. Right? You don't need external validation, is what I'm getting. Believe in yourself and trust in yourself. In the current challenge, you have the Wheel of Fortune. For the mid-month of May, you may be feeling like things aren't going your way, per se, okay? Or perhaps there's some pattern that keeps repeating itself over and over and over again, okay? Um, there is I do feel like with this as being the challenge card, there is something that maybe you need to become adaptable to or understand a little bit better. But definitely, that it's like this, a wheel always turns, right? And so it's how you determine, it's like take control of the wheel, right? Because how you react, how you adapt, how you feel, all these things go in to how things occur on a daily basis, believe it or not. If you have an attitude with somebody, they're likely to get an attitude back, right? It's kind of one of those things of just being sure and aware of certain cycles, patterns perhaps, and that what you put out you get back, right? um I feel like there's just unexpected changes that you're clearly not expecting, and which is going to bring you into that personal spirit message with the Chariot of having to take control and taking balance back in yourself. Okay. And things unexpectedly happen all the time, right? That's just life, and sometimes it can be very draining, very taxing, exhausting. And I feel like it's really important, moving here to your personal and spiritual message, that remembering that the power of the mind, right, is everything. So that mindset, right? um try to focus as much as you can. And sometimes that's hard, right? But don't allow things and these obstacles here when things don't go your way to cloud your judgment, right? Stay clear, stay focused, stay on the path of direction that you want to stay on, and keep moving forward. Like it's again, to me, when it's coming up as a spiritual message, it is speaking of your mental space, right? And making sure you are clear and you're staying focused of your goals and the direction you want to go to. Some of you could also be traveling, but I do feel for the maybe some of you are going on some type of retreat or something of that nature. In the near future, mid May or summer. I don't know why I'm getting a side message. But I do have a feeling that with some of you, this is dealing with some type of relationship of having to let go and stop those cycles and moving forward. And you could even be repeating cycles with different people, but from a relationship perspective, repeating like finding the same type of person, the person who cheats, the person that lies, or whatever. You take it as it resonates, but there's a strong message here to keep going, look forward, and don't repeat the repeating the cycles has to change, right? And you need to listen to your gut. With the advice as the emperor, again, empress is speaking of taking control, being ready to go at an instant's notice, to move forward, to maintain oneself, right? To always be prepared for the unexpected, right? And not allow for things to just, when things don't go in the right direction or the right way, to still maintain that composure and leadership within oneself. It's also important in this message to create structure for yourself and the stability for you and perhaps others if you're a parent, for your children. Okay. Um, it's time for you to call the shots, Pisces. I feel like as a water sign, myself, we tend to allow other people, to sometimes get the best of us or give them more power than we should. And I feel like it's time for you to take your control back and you start calling the shots, again, stepping into your own personal power and doing things yourself is what I'm getting. And not getting so emotionally, um I don't want to say involved, but not thinking from an emotional perspective, being more rational and more logical, right, is the best way to kind of help with not allowing those emotions to go away, because it's easy to do. Trust me, I'm a Cancer. I know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But I really feel like spirit is trying to encourage you to create this structure, this stability, even boundaries, right? I feel like boundaries is really important for you this mid month, and it's for your own highest and greatest good here. Keep establishing healthy personal boundaries, is what I'm hearing. And never allow anybody to disrespect you or to tell you what that you're not good enough or you're not capable, because you are. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. For the overall energy of the reading, you have the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like there has to be some planning taking place here. You could be working with others from a work perspective, but I really feel like some of you could maybe be talking to friends or relatives or even a therapist, a priest, a pastor, however, to help you navigate through what you're going through at the current moment. And that's different for all of you. For some of you, it could be a work relationship. For some of you, it could be a love relationship. It could be a family relationship. It could just be anything in your life that you're not finding, you know, peace with. And I feel like it's time, mid May is now the time for you to start believing in yourself again, not worrying about what other people saying, and building yourself up again. You know, um, and you may need to work with others or have other people, help you do that. And that's not a negative thing. That's not a bad thing, because I do feel like you're trying to build a foundation, a strong foundation for your future, right? It's like laying the groundwork out to be more successful, maybe even be your own boss. right? And take the lead. Again, take it as it resonates, but I do feel this is very good energy from you. And of course, with this gratitude card, being grateful and thankful for the things that you do have in life and the opportunities that are presented to you, because I do feel like those aren't just coincidences. Those have been guided towards you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.